Okay, so section 9 of chapter 2 is applications of percent, and this is going to be things involving commission, interest, tips, sales tax. We did a lot of this stuff in chapter 8 of pre-algebra, and I will have either given you or made available through Classroom a color-coded formula sheet. That'll help make this lesson, I think, a bit more digestible. So, just a bunch of word problem examples. First up, Ms. Barnes earns a salary of $42,000 plus 1.5% commission on sales. If, in 1 year, her total sales were $700,000, what were her total earnings? So, on the color-coded sheet, total earnings is salary plus commission. And we know salary. What we don't know is the commission. Okay. Commission, which is also on that sheet, is commission rate times sales. Rate should be a key word for you in that you're looking for a percentage. So this is a two-step problem. First, we need to get her commission, which is her commission rate, which is 0.015. It's 1.5% as a decimal, times her sales for the year, 700,000. And I am absolutely using a calculator to do this. That is $10,500. So her total earnings will be her salary, which we're told is $42,000, plus her commission, which we just figured out is $10,500. And that would make her earnings for the year $52,500. Next problem is similar. A telemarketer earns $350 a week plus 12% commission on sales. Find her total pay for a week in which she had $940 in sales. So first things first, we need her commission, which will be her commission rate, which is 0.12, 12% as a decimal, times her sales, which were 940. 0.12 times 940 is $112.80. Total pay is just like total earnings. It is her salary, or what we know she earns, which is $350, plus her commission, which is that $112.80 we just figured out. When we add those two things together, we're going to find that she made $462.80 for that week. Next up, we have an interest problem. Find the simple interest paid annually for 2 years on a $9,000 loan at 16% per year. At the top of this page, this formula exists. I equals PRT. I is interest, P is principal, R is rate, T is time. Time is always in years. Principal is an amount of money you put into something. So if we're told to find the interest, that means we're solving for I. Principal is an amount of money, so here it's the 9,000. Rate is a percentage. Here, 0.16, 16% as a decimal. And time is years, and we are told that's 2. So this is conveniently just straight multiplication. 9,000 times 0.16 times 2. And that is $2,880. That is the simple interest. Next problem is another interest problem, but it'll be a little different. So we're still using the I equals PRT formula. After 3 months, the simple interest earned annually on an investment of $700 was $63. Find the interest rate. So we're solving for R. So the interest was $63. So interest is 63. Principal is the amount of money put in something, so that is our 7,000. Principal, by the way, should always be larger than interest. That'll be a quick way to tell if you're given $2 amounts. Principal will be bigger. We are solving for R, so we don't know R. And T, time, 3 months. And I'm writing down 1/4 because 3 months is 1/4 of a year. And time must always be in years. So if you get 3 months, it's 1/4. 6 months is 1/2. 9 months is 3/4. I don't think you'll get anything other than those numbers of months if you get months. So how do we do this? Well, 2 steps. First is multiply the numbers on the right side. That's all multiplication. 7,000 times R times 1/4. You're allowed to multiply in any order you want. So leave the 63 alone. But on the right side, we are going to do 7,000 times 1/4. And that is 1,750. Now it's a one-step equation. We will divide both sides by 1,750 to get R. We get 0.036 is R, which means it's a 3.6% interest rate. When you're asked to find an interest rate, you should report the answer as a percentage, not in its decimal form. So remember to slide that decimal point over a few places. A dinner check for Maria's family was $67.95. Determine a 15% tip, then a 20% tip. Tip is easy. Okay? Since we're just determining the tip, we're going to do the cost of the meal times, I suppose we probably shouldn't do it like that, times the percentage as a decimal. So we'll do it for 15%. We'll do it for 20%. Okay, it's the cost times the percentage as a decimal. So 67.95 times 0.15. This will be a $10.19 tip. Rounding 2 decimal places, we are looking at money. And 67.95 times 0.2. This is a $13.59 tip. And last problem, PA sales tax is 6%. Find the sales tax on an automobile that sells for $14,995. Sales tax is just like a tip in that we take the cost of the item and multiply it by the tax as a decimal instead of its percent form. So $14,995 times 0.06, and we've got $899.70.